prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Don't get nervous. He's checking. Under.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Thomas Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Play. Switch.
Here we go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles is going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Curl. Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
Here's Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's Gordon. They find some open field here. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third down.
20. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now Foles. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on fourth down last year, and they're going here.
Hey, Haywood!
Fourth down, Rivers. And Allen's got it. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From fourth down to first.
25 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Chargers 10, Jaguars nothing. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about. until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Zebra. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
180. Hey, bro, 80.
To Gordon, out left. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Let's go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
At the 4-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
We got this. Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette, and an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up, looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Slam, slam. Check 52. Check motion, 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 motion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Load it. Load it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to.
Thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, here we go. I got you. 52. Hey, here we go. Here we go.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
180. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man right side is Ingram. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about...
There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
31 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the...
Whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Load it. Wait, 89.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Good job.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters, because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Going 5-3. Going 5-3. Check 26. Check 26. What we got?
2nd and 11. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the safety. Girl.
They'll run with Fournette. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check it out, read.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 52's the mark. Let's make these babies proud.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, great. What's your man? Me. I got this. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Coming, baby.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 180. Watch the run.
Now back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 34, eyes on 34.
Fournette, a first down carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
You got 3.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hope.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check the backer.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Pull it high. White. Left.
From the gun, Rivers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Fournette running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Purple 64. Hey, Mike 52.
2nd and 6. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Come on, baby. Let's go. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you,